Hi everyone, so I'm back with another album review, and tonight I'm talking about a Kate Bush album from 1982, The Dreaming. Now, I had planned to do this for Halloween. I was gonna do this for Halloween. But I got really impatient because I just really wanted to do it now. So I'm going ahead and doing it now. So the first song on the album is Sat in Your Lap. This is really interesting and wild because she's like, some say that knowledge is something that you never have. Some say that knowledge is something sitting in your lap. Some say that heaven is hell. Some say that hell is heaven. And she's like, I must admit, just when I think I'm teen, I just begin, really wacky stuff. The video is really cool. Kate's wearing a dunce cap, you know, to kind of symbolize knowledge sitting in your lap. She's wearing this dunce cap and she's dressed as a ballerina, and there's all these clowns behind her wearing dunce caps, and then there's people skating with dunce caps on. It's a total dunce cap video. Really funny. Um, you know, but it's just avant-garde cool, absolutely, and just so interesting. I loved Set in Your Lap, so cool and just so, enthralling to watch that video, to hear that song. It really pumps you up for the whole album, which is incredible. So then There Goes the Tenor. She's talking about how her and her boyfriend want to rob a store, and so they rob this store. They go to jail. She's a star in strange ways. It's really interesting. Very cool heist story. The video is cool too. They get robbers with her, like slapping the ground and stuff. And it's just really interesting. I love There Goes the Tenor. Really great. Tenor, is a British term for £10, which is a 10 British 10 is a tenor, and everything. And there's a lot of British, phrases and words in that song too. It's really a really cool song. I loved it. Okay, so then there's Pull Out the Pen. Um, this is interesting because she's talking about two soldiers in the Vietnam War. One of them is American, one of them is Vietnamese. The Vietnamese guy has a silver Buddha on him that he holds for good luck, and he's can be face to face with the enemy. He stinks of Yankee hash and stuff. Really interesting. Really just totally um adventurous, song and just lyrics and everything. It's just really cool. Love Pull Out the Pen. So Suspended in Gappa. This is interesting. She says, I'm not a Pandora. I'm much more like that girl in the mirror. Between you and me, she don't stand a chance of getting anywhere at all. No, not a thing. She says, I'm suspended in Gappa. So people have speculated what Gappa means, and a lot of people don't know what Gappa means. I don't know what it means. I really don't think Kate even really knows what it means. I think it's just a made up word. But people have speculated different things. A lot of people have said it's Gappa's tape, like that tape that Gappa's use. That really wouldn't make sense. So why would you be suspended that? But then Kate Bush doesn't have to make sense in her lyrics. Um, but some people have said it means suspended in God the Father. It's an abbreviation for God the Father. Different people have said different things. I don't know what it means. I think it's just a made up term. Okay, so then there's Leave It Open. Leave It Open. This is really creepy because she's talking about she watching something weeping in its cage. That's real spooky. Leave It Open, just really intense. Very, very intense. Loved it. Okay, The Dreaming's title track. This song is all about that hour of the dream time that the Aborigines talked about early in the morning around 4 or 5 a.m. when you're just about to wake up and you just dreaming, the dreaming. some you bitch about from the bush, and everything. It's really cool lines in that. Really interesting and just amazingly beautiful. I loved it. All about the dreaming hour. Really nice. So then there's Night of the Swallow. Night of the Swallow. The night doesn't like it. Um, the night doesn't like it. And Night of the Swallow. Really cool song. That was just really nice. Okay, so then there's All the Love. All the Love. She said, the first time I died was in the great arms of great friends of mine. The next time I dedicate my life's work to the friends I make, they think I'm up to something weird, and I brace the head of fear. Really wild and intense lyrics in that song. She's talking about ringing a bell to let her friends in as well. So it's really intense and cool. Okay, so then there's Houdini, and she's talking about being Houdini's wife and passing him the key so that he can get out of his chains. That when he goes under the water, he gets very graphic with it. She talks about people in the audience, waiting for him to come up and everything. It's really cool and intense. So then the last song is incredibly scary. It's called Get Out of My House. There's lots of weird noises in here. Donkey noises. Kate Bush makes some donkey noises. This guy makes some donkey noises. She's talking about get out of my house. And this guy says, let me bring in the devil, please. And she's like, get out of my house. It's really intense. Totally scary, really scary. That's why I wanted to do this album review on Halloween, because that song really scares me. It's really good. Okay, so the album artwork for The Dreaming is real cool. It's got Kate Bush, and she's dressed as Houdini's wife. She's with Houdini. She's got her hands on his face. She's about to kiss him and pass him the key that's on her tongue so he can get out of the water. Really cool. That goes along with the song Houdini very well. Really good album cover. Really good album altogether. All these songs are really fantastically, amazingly great. I love The Dreaming so much. I really do. I've worn this album out since I first heard it, and that was many, many years ago. And I've worn it out, and I know you'll really enjoy it. I know you'll really, really enjoy it too when you listen to it, because it's got some amazing songs. All the songs are amazing. Just really good songs that are so completely unique and groundbreakingly awesomely cool, because Kate Bush has this mind of a genius when it comes to writing avant-garde and cool lyrics. She absolutely has this genius mind for doing that stuff like that, and it's wonderful. But anyway, thank you so much for listening to me talk about the Dreaming album by Kate Bush, and I hope you enjoyed this, and I hope you stay tuned for some more album reviews, possibly some more Marvy reviews as well in the future, and different things happening here. So thank you so much for listening, and I'll see you next time, everyone. Bye-bye.